Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for joining me for some more Baldur's Gate 3 as we, process what all just happened with Shadowheart and then go assault Moonrise Towers, I suppose. She did not become a Justiciar, and we convinced her to maybe consider not killing the Night Song. And that's definitely going to have some implications and all, and I don't really know what that's going to mean, but I do know that it meant that we had a super cool cutscene, watch the Night Song, like, go fly away, and it's gonna go murder Thorm. We're basically gonna go help out. So, let's see how this goes.
Once more
I'll have to look around.
save.
I mean, oh. Oh?
Unshackled from shadows,
Nice.
she will rise in moonlit glory and carve a path of brightness to the accursed one's second death. So saith the wise Alondo. That beacon of angelic wrath has taken the fight to Ketheric on the rooftop, and the first line of defense are dead. But storming the tower won't be easy, and if we wait too long, Ketheric will gather his strength and retaliate.
Okay.
For now, though, he's on the back foot for the first time since he returned from the grave. This is it. The spearhead moment. You brought us this far. So how shall we proceed?
Okay, let's just start directing, I suppose? She asked us. So let's just tell her.
A sound strategy. Once it's done, me and my harpers will hold the ground floor while you hunt down the general himself.
Okay.
Floric left some of her flaming fist. They'll scout the prisons and the barracks below to ensure we're not taken by surprise. Say the word, and we're off.
Is it time? I'd rather you join my party? What? Okay, so let's say that she actually will say yes to that, which I'm not sure that she even would say yes. I'm worried about her leaving the harbors. But it should be fine. I'm just worried about pulling her away from them. I worry about them, like, dying, potentially? But also, like, you know, it sounds like if I say that, then she would potentially come with us. But then, who would I replace in my party? Halsin? I know, the Harper's already dying. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I think I should just take her, I guess. Sounds kind of cool. I hope this is a good idea.
I'm touched.
Oh.
But I'm already
See, she's not going to say yes. It looks like it's going to be later. Oh?
Very well.
Oh.
Side by side we'll stand, as we'll rip true souls from a false god. As good a prophecy as any. At the ready, Harpers! In this light,
I don't know if that's a good idea.
There will be victory. In this light,
But let's try to help out.
the fallen! The time has come. Ketheric will taste of death at last.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, so she doesn't actually, like, join our party yet. She just, like, comes with me. So, yeah, so we gotta keep her alive. That's gonna be very important. So, what is our current problem? Thorm. Those...
You dare show yourself
Well.
here after all you've done?
Yeah.
You have betrayed me. You have betrayed General Thorm. You have betrayed our god! And for what? These Harpers. Moonrise will be their tomb, and in death, You will all serve the Absolute.
Give you a chance?
Like a kitten roaring at a
Nope,
tiger.
not a chance.
Boys, make this traitor bleed.
Favorite companion? That's tough to say. I like Shadowheart a lot. We're romancing her, of course. Karlach's been fun.
Moving.
He's always got some fun dialogue. Gloric. Oh my. Let's have her just start strong. And have her action surge. And I'm gonna have her... What? Like, I guess just run in there. Yeah, just try to knock him out. You secretly assassinated her in the tower early on, so you never saw this. Oh, that's right. I was just kind of thinking about them, like, oh, this would be kind of different if you had, like, just killed her initially or something, like, tried to get to Thorm. So, yes. No, I'm not gonna waste Soulbreaker right now. Just, come on. Thank you. Sorry, Gloric. Down you go. Nice.
We're ready.
Okay, what can she do? So, Ice Storm, Thorn Whip, Entangle. We could throw like a big Entangle or something. Maybe Ice Storm would be better though. So let's go forward.
Blades bared.
Where can we Ice Storm? Where's gonna be best? I could go over here. Yeah, let me do this like right here. Ha! Get counter spells. That's actually huge. That's like a really strong power. Love that. Love that.
We shall not fall.
Critical miss. Good job. 2 critical misses and then a miss. Nice. Right, Zerel. I tried to give Zerel a chance. I knew that was not going to work, though. So, yeah, our allies. Like, we should probably try to keep everyone alive. Gonna be helpful. And as we like to say, you know, the best defense is offense. So, let's do our best. It can't get here. I think we can get as close as possible. There we go. Can also do ice... No, that didn't even work. Can I get both of them? Will that hit them? Or let's do this. Okay, good start. And then I'm gonna keep him in this form for now. Just have him heal up. And turn.
A little fun at last.
You got so thoroughly obliterated here. I mean, doesn't seem like the easiest fight.
Come on, man.
Especially in like the high difficulty and all, like it's... Yeah, like they are messing up Karlach. And she is tough. Okay, they are just annihilating her. Like what? We gotta cast some defensive things here. We need to help out a little bit or something. What can we do? What can we do here? We can... We can lightning bolt. That's huge. Let's do it. How much health do they have? Let's put that to level 4. Okay, a good start. Could Misty Step somewhere, but I think we're fine. Any potion or anything I want to use? Maybe something defensive? Armor class? Like, that sounds kind of helpful. Bonus to initiative. Attack roll. No. I think I should have some of my other characters use some of these, you know? Two-turn slumber. I always have to remember that. If things start to get crazy, we can just, you know, go night-night. Get a short rest, you know? So, it's an option. Noted.
Need to act fast.
Shadowheart, we need you. Let's get in there. What resistances do you have? None. We'd love to see that. They also are up here, so they're just very scattered, which is rough. We got a bunch of archers up there, so I'm gonna need to send someone up there probably. It's fine though. Let's do this. I really need to not hurt Karlak, otherwise I would just throw her in it too. Let's do that. Not enough movement? Okay, well, put it as far as we can. Yeah. Kind of a cool spell. And then, yeah, let's just throw a weapon out there. What do we like best? I don't even know. The maul is good. Blessing of Saloon instead of Shar. Oh my. You threw an iron flask behind them? I mean, that works. Jason, welcome.
Can't believe you'd betray the outside.
Friended the Knolls and they fought for you? Oh. Interesting. Friended the Knolls. That did just remind me, though, the ogres. We got the ability to summon the ogres. Tomelia? Who is that? A Knoll. Oh, no. Yeah, having them on your side would be very different. Followed the enemy into the rafters with the archers. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go climb up there, at least with one of my characters. Someone's gotta go take the damage. Like, who do I send up there? I don't really know. We'll see. These turns are taking a long time because of how much is going on and how many people are involved, so it's okay. Guiding bolts. I have this free psionic backlash. That's just kind of crazy. I wonder if this is like taking a part of my brain using that though. I'm like a little bit worried, but like not our problem at the moment. We have bigger problems. Okay. Good job. She needs healing. We're gonna have her... Where's the greater healing potions? Here we are. Have her drink that. And then... 38, huh? Please make you bleed. Ooh. Use a precision die for that. Lacerate, come on. Nice. Come on. Oh, I definitely should have used the precision die there. My bad.
Red in tooth and claw.
So I might have her go up here. Oh, I like Thorn Whip. Oh, Thorn Whip can reach that high? Oh. This would be huge if she hits that. Okay, never mind. We don't have to climb up. Oh, that's huge. Oh my gosh, and he died. I love it. Okay, we're gonna get her a little bit closer to this other one over here.
A new hand touches the beacon.
Meridia's on our side. We can't lose, you know. DPG, thank you so much. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Good choice to have Jihara join you when she's controlled by AI. It's hard to keep her alive. Oh, so she would just be here, but she would just be with them. Oh. Okay. That's good to know. Welcome, Boogie. How's it going? Knowles has a mini questline in the tower. You let them kill their handler and they help you. Oh, I don't think I saw that. Okay, she's good. Now they go. What level am I? I think level 8? If not, like 9 or something. I think it's 8. We just got a level 5 spell slot. What level is that? I can look! Level 9! Crazy. So he kind of needs to, like, jump over if he wants to do anything here. Nice. And then let's have him move the moonbeam. Timothy! Oh no. I'm sorry, Knowles. I should probably worry a little bit more about this guy, actually. Is there something better I can cast? Yes. Let's do that. Alright, nice and low. I'm sorry, Timothy. Why do they have to have names? Barnabas! No! Okay, so they're in that business, which is good. Is there like an order I can do this in? They're just kind of all in my way, which is not ideal. Where's Shadowheart?
What should I do?
Oh, she's like even further back here. Neat. Let's have her go up here. And she's gonna... So she has this concentration spell. Let's try to just help out over here. Good. That should be good.
Still on my feet.
Now, this one needs to die, so let's use some magic missile. Let's do like maybe like a level... What level? Need like one hit and then like how many here? Oh, I could do a couple right here. Let me do like level 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 should be good to knock him out, ideally. Yes, good. Dead, and injured. Now, I should maybe consider Misty stepping somewhere that's like not right there. Maybe like over here. Seems safer. On 16 targets. Get backlash. Oh, no, they still cast it. Neat. Nice. Okay. Does that just, like, not work all the time, or does it just, like, make it less bad? Oh, what? Oh. I thought I was safer over here, because you would have to go through there, but didn't consider you could jump. I can never seem to jump out of that stuff. Oof. Barnabas, I know, I feel bad. I'm like, oh no. I'll have to go find them in a future playthrough. They sound like fun friends. How do you have high HP? I think I'm on the lower difficulty. My first kind of turn-based game like this, it's been a journey. For my next playthrough, I would definitely probably just play Unbalanced, and it will be much more casual, but for this first one, it's been good. I still make some silly mistakes, so as soon as I stop making the silly mistakes, you can consider bumping it up. But not until then. What do I want her to do? So, difficult terrain. She cannot go run over there. Let's consider a different target. Still difficult terrain. Can we jump? It doubles my movement cost, but it's fine. And then let's cleave. And you should die. No bonus action. Dang it. That's okay.
Death meets us all, but not today.
Shahira, let's have her thorn whip this guy. Oh, and it didn't pull him off that time? Come on. It did last time, and it was like super sweet. That's okay. She tried. Prefer turn-based, more fun than action. Yeah. Skyrim, I mean, yeah, like Skyrim where you can like pause it a little bit is more what I'm just used to. I don't really even know what I like better at this point. I know what I'm used to. Okay, I'm gonna have Halzen. Oh no, he's dead. Neat. Okay, and in that case, let's have Halzen move his beam over here. Does anyone need healing? Anyone in like urgent need of healing? They're prone, but they're fine. They're dead. Just making sure none of our team really needs it, but Karlach probably needs it the most, so she gets it. Her whole 7 HP. Crazy.
Blood comes easy these days.
Okay, what can we do here? So he's like all up in our business. Is that like melee? No. What do we have that is melee? Nothing? I thought I had something. I guess not equipped. Melee. Shocking grasp. Ha! I knew I had something. Dead. Neat. Take the key.
Let's finish this.
One more. Oh. 1 HP. Come on. Come on. Oh, she's gonna have the chance to, like, heal. That's so sad. I don't think there's anything I can do, though. I don't think there's anything. I could, like, try to, like, shove her. No, like, we can't even get there. Like, no. Dang it. Oh, I could have tried maybe, like, a scroll. That would have been a bonus action, right? A scroll. Well, it doesn't seem like she's healing anyway, so it's fine. Why? Why did they just run through? Okay. So, hang on.
Ready.
No more insect plague because they can't handle it. They can't handle it, so let's stop that. Where was I? Karlach. Yes.
Fuck yes.
Yes. End it. Thank you.
There's a parasite in that corpse.
Oh,
You
in
should
that
take
one?
a look.
Okay, they're not going to be able to handle that either, so let's stop that. Okay, quick saving immediately, and we're just... They need to stop running away where I can't see them. We're looting. There was something about parasite somewhere. We're just going to go out there and... Yep, commence battle. So... Guess I
Onward.
need to be Jahara first.
The straight path.
Cast Ice Storm, sure. Great. She is very strong. I mean, they've mentioned that, so like it makes sense.
You will die before you
This lady never liked me very much. It's okay.
Then you will be obedient.
Be obedient. Ah, okay, it's fine. We're Tiefling. Fire doesn't affect us too bad.
Heading out.
No resistances. Not enough movement. Rush attack. Oh, this is a new weapon. I'm like, why is it different? Oh, she can't jump over. Really? The wooden desk is what's stopping us? Can I just murder the wooden desk and get through it? Maybe. Here we go. Nice. Precision. We're gonna rush. Critical hit. Bonus. Bam! Alright, Karlach is crazy strong now. We have her respect as a fighter, if anyone does not know that. Throw the desk at her? I did not think about that. Can she just pick it up? Oh, that's funny. Of course she can. See, these are the kind of things I don't think of yet, but I will. Glory of the Absolute. Oh, yes. Yay, Absolute. Hurrah. Now, what? This door? Ornate door? Yeah, it auto-saved. Uh-oh. I think everyone's, like, ready? I hope? Oh my. Here goes. Oh. 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 Nah.
You. What have you done? Huh. What have you done to me?
Feeding off Night Song. Oh. Yeah, they were using her. Maybe. What? Okay. Okay, I was not expecting some of these options here. Melodia wanted more for you than this, Ketheric. Stop and you may redeem yourself yet? Didn't they say that the Night Song was tied directly to, like, him and he needs to die? Huh. Would I want him to redeem himself? He was, like, pretty yikes. I don't know if he, like, come back from what he did. You know, like... That's true. We already broke his connection with Night Song, right? So he's not, like, all immortal. He doesn't have the crazy magic. Right? The Shadow Curse is tied to his life is what... That is literally what Thaniel said. And I think redeeming himself at this point is just dying. No longer. No more.
How dare you interfere? You are like the digits of a hand. It is for you to act, not to decide. You serve the Absolute. You serve me.
Guess
Bow,
again.
you dog.
You
Bow!
dog? Excuse me? Oh. Oh. Oh.
The prism. You've had it all this time. You worm. You will bow before me.
Well, let's see how this
And
goes.
if you will not bow, you will break.
Yeah, looks like he's not going for the redemption option there.
You.
How good it is to see you again, Ketheric. At last you found a godmaster that suits you, it seems.
Aylin, the thief. You stole Isobel from me, and now you think you'll take my life in the bargain?
You dare to speak her name? After your crimes innumerable, you would evoke her before me!
Enough! This ends, here and now. At last.
Here goes.
He will crumble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side!
So, all right, Jaheira's going first. What's she doing here? We've got little formation they've got going on. So what can we do best? We could go up and cleave. We could try to do that. I don't know if she's gonna get quite close enough this time. Nice. Good start. And then not quite enough movement, so that's fine. Halsin, what are you doing here? We're gonna have him... Should theoretically knock them both out. Okay, well, knocked one of them out. I'll take it. He can go, like, over here. Intense music. No, he can handle it. So ideally, Shadowheart casts her Spirit Guardians. Protect a creature from death, that's interesting, but if I use my Spirit Guardians... No, that's fine. I can still use both. I'm just gonna have her cast these. See if she can hit anyone? I don't know if she can quite get close enough anywhere. But it's fine. Okay, and? Karlak, where can you go? Do we have another speed potion for her? Would be helpful. For you, Karlak. Have her do that. I think she can also go right here. Let's do that then. Frighten?
Well,
sure.
well. Look what we have here.
And then we can try like disarming. Oh, disarmed and dead. Love to see it. And then can also go over here. All right. Okay. And then another one. Okay. Myrkulite Scourge? Huh. Great job, Karlak. Ooh, that's... Yeah, let's... Backlash. And downfall. Ouch. Thank goodness. Woo! Deadly orders. Oh, good. Thanks. Look at her go. Nice. Wish she would have gone to Thorm, but it's all good. Hopefully she will now. So, ideally, I try to help out. He's undead. That can't target undead. Is he considered undead? Yeah, okay, good. It's gonna be my best move here. Like, maybe, like, go this way and try to cast lightning bolts. That could be kind of interesting.
Very well.
Can I hit him? No, I can't quite from here, but that's fine. This one needs to be finished off, so let's just magic missile. 2 for good measure, and then the third. Come on. Good thing I did 2, because the first one was not gonna knock him out. Use like invisibility or something, but no, I think we're good. Tiefling Vice? That's cool. For the Tiefling spells. Yeah, the boss music is going crazy. Reminds me of like Bloodborne. To hear is really strong. Reach from beyond. No, we're fine. She can't really go too close.
Command.
Try to... No, not enough movement. So what about... Entangle at least? That's something. Halzen can get closer. Okay, so let's first have Shadowheart go closer.
Got to move.
Yep, she can be safely on the other side here. Can blind enemies with its beak. Have her call the Raven. Oh, no. Why did it... No, I didn't mean to have her do that. Gosh dang it. It's fine. Heal up to 6 allies. I can heal everyone currently, so let's do that. Enter. Halzen, what can you do here? You can Moonbeam him. That would probably be good. Oh wait, I can move the Moonbeam. We'll put it right here. And maybe he just stands in it. I don't know. That'd be cool. Heal Karlak, yeah.
My turn.
Alright, Karlak. Time for your damage. You are going to precision attack no matter what you do here. And yeah, you're gonna use this or this. Let's go for the fire. Come on.
Enough. My lord.
Go, Karlak.
beckons me. You must return to your prison, and my daughter must be reclaimed.
Oh.
Your daughter. Isobel.
Oh. Did she not know that? Uh-oh. What? Yeah, bad. She hesitated. She didn't know that.
You will fall as sure as she. This has only begun.
Uh-oh.
That tentacle was colossal. How can such a thing be possible?
What? Before we can finish him, he fled somewhere below the tower. We need to follow him. Ah! Yeah, so this is everything that's happened. We freed Nightsong, and she flew across the shadow-cursed lands to Moonrise Towers, where she intends to face Ketheric Thorm, which she did. Yeah, giant tentacle carried Ketheric away and Nightsong. Cool. That's neat, isn't that? Who are we even fighting? Over here? And where? Over here? Oh. Okay, we can fight.
Hammer's gonna fall.
Your home is gonna fall?
Count on me.
I can't shoot my bow and arrow from right here. Oh, I gave her a new bow, didn't I? It must... No? I don't know. It's just being weird. It's fine.
Where do I go from here? Breathe deep and move.
Has 2 HP, so not a big deal. Nice.
That thing came from below. We need to find out where it took Ketheric.
What did I just pick up? Oh, that's a weapon. Huh. Hang on to that for me, Shadowheart. And that. Karlak, you can have the soul coin. Okay, we need to long rest after that, for sure. And then we gotta go chase. I was really hoping that we were gonna finish him off here, but of course it's not gonna be that simple. Note from Gortash. Let's read. Such a different path otherwise, right? If you don't save the night song, I bet this entirely changes. Okay, just a note to say that I was alarmed to learn that your strike teams have not yet recovered the artifact. The Githyanki appear to be after it as well. I'll have more to say about this when time allows, but it's essential that your troops do not allow that object to slip between their fingers. So, where am I supposed to go? Probably just out of here? Follow Ketheric. No. This way. Oh, I follow him this way. Okay, we can talk to Jaheira. So before we speak to her, I think we should rest. Yeah, Nightsong got super abducted. That's not great. So it looks like we go down there. Quick save. Do you guys recommend I talk to her first? Can now? Okay, let's just talk to her.
The general will call that a tactical retreat, I'm sure.
Yeah, tactical
You
retreat.
have him on the run.
Hey, that's my line.
That thing he summoned was illicit. Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Night Song again.
Don't you want to see how it ends? Come on.
I certainly do.
I mean... Join me.
You have numbers enough already, I think. You'll want a small force. Good hunting.
Should I dismiss someone? So, here's our team we've got right now. Shadowheart, Karlak, and Jaheira. Into the creepy hole.
Here we go.
Hollow tower we go. You peer down the hole left by the tentacle that drew Ketheric into the darkness. Will you leap after him? Shall I cast Featherfall first? I don't know if that's necessary, but I will do it for good measure.
The hole
Whee!
yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
Here goes. Oh, goody. Look at us go. So brave.
This must be where they harvest
Fleshy.
the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
Fleshy.
All of this, sitting beneath Moonrise. For how long?
Yeah.
And how deep does it go?
Like, are we just inside of like a monster? It's just a little unsettling. Oh, good.
you
We
can
can
take
get through
me
there.
out?
could go
Karlak.
for a good
Oh,
meal.
no, don't. Just hit it.
Another.
No one back home will ever believe this. How much
Do we
farther
even
can I
believe
go?
this?
Tread carefully.
Oh,
We are
I remember
very
those guys.
close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a
Down.
tempest.
okay. Anyways.
Descend, assemble.
I just haven't been using mage armor all that much.
Evacuate.
It's concentration. This is a door? Does this lead through?
The stench. Oh, I wonder how many pilgrimages to Moonrise ended down here.
Appreciably cared for boots. Butchered mind.
I won't have a word.
Hey there.
No will
Chop?
sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective. You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane
The
thing to
humane
do.
thing to do?
You could
Oh.
take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you.
Right, picking up the butchered minds. Yeah, I have the one from the beginning. I'm like, I feel like I should just be keeping it. I think it's back at camp. Like brains. Uh-huh. Goody. I don't know if this is a good plan, but I'm using Arlet the Bowers.
Blind as well-worn boots, his mind turns to his work. Chop, cut, sort, shiver of impact, crack of bone. He removes the brains, digs free the squirming
Nice.
tadpoles. The unworthy ones given over to the illithids to become.
To become them, right?
Nursery. Here. They become
Yeah, they've become what? We
part
already know.
of
Yeah.
one mind.
Oh,
Four little
is that how they
feet
make the little dudes
dancing
running around?
to same
Yeah.
song.
With a lurch, you realize he means the intellect devourers. Here, the brains are harvested, made part of the hive mind.
Yikes.
Master. Down deep. One of three. One of three.
I feel like they literally just said it would be the humane thing to do to kill him.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Please.
Oh, he says please. Oh. Oh.
What's cooking?
Karlak, will you please? Oh no. Oh no, Karlak, go.
Well, well.
End it. He's dead.
Last.
Free at last.
No more. Chop. Chop. Chop.
Oh, okay. Well, I did the right thing. Oh my. Oh dear. So, she's got a bunch of things. What do I want her to do? 10 turns, I can call it down again. I don't know if I need to use a level 3 slot right here. Let's just get him. Maybe I should though.
What about this?
Oh, the Raven. Get him. Nice.
What's this?
Alright, Karlak, start taking him out.
Cry about it.
should have had her run the other way. Oops, I did not handle the movement very smoothly. That's fine. We're just gonna have her dash. No. Said once per long rest. We are not doing that right now.
Knees high.
I'm ready.
Go poke it with the sword. Get it. Poison damage? Nah.
I won't give in.
Then I'm just gonna magic missile. Got him. And just get it. Not enough movement.
Into battle.
Fine. How much HP does it have? 14. I don't want her to actually just use. One HP. That's unlucky. Oh, can she? No, she can't reach. Oh, she can reach it. Nice. Oh, poor Chop. Toy block. I'm taking it. It's mine now.
Assemble.
Let's see what's through this fleshy door. This looks good. Touch. Oh.
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side. This
Okay.
must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
Is there someone in here? It looks like there's someone in here. Pressing this is either going to save them or super murder them. Let's find out.
The device releases a stream of fragmented memories and emotions. All that remains of the pod inhabitant's former self. Amusement, curiosity, fascination. He believed the horrors of Moonrise to be a fleeting dream that fade on waking.
Okay.
Though the pod is empty, traces of psychic energy still linger
Oh.
about it. And memories of its former inhabitants spill into your mind. You see the streets of Baldur's Gate, the emblem of the flaming fist, martial drills and courtly dances. You feel the courage of a soldier who became a commander, and the intelligence of a commander who became a duke. Ravengard was here, in this pod not long ago.
Oh.
This pod pulsates with the angry memories of Ravengard's search officer, Manip Shurga. She laments her failure to locate him.
The absolute.
Desperation, pain, terror. Cultists raided his village. He was the sole survivor.
Ooh.
Your lungs burn with the dry heat of the fires raging about you. But the pain is not enough to diminish your swing. One goblin after another falls to your blade. A man's voice cries out through the thick smoke. Ravengard, you call, but the clang of swords and spell shouts of attacking drow are your only reply.
A chance.
Delirium, mania, laughter. His mind broke before the end, and he was laughing uncontrollably as the skin fell from his face. You remember the shattered windows of Alteral's High Cathedral, the burning black sky of Avernus beyond. In its horror, the
This is
blood
creepy.
war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf, and elf alike huddle behind the shields of your paladin order, waiting for salvation. But when it comes, the device does not react to your presence. The returned city casts your people out, the devils who drag them down to hell. In the end, it is not your paladin oath that is broken. It is your faith itself.
Okay.
Courage, conviction, defiance. Even as her organs
Oh.
began to dissolve, she believed she could resist.
Oh.
The device does not react to your presence.
Okay. Then what's this one?
Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of static energy fills your mind. Every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet elithid, terrified, desperate to escape.
Oh. Oh! Oh!
The device is open to your tadpole's command,
Oh.
to your authority.
So we can save them. Purge? Does that mean kill them? I'm hoping release. Release? Find Maul and find Zevlor. Oh, is Maul in here too? Oh, poor Maul. Mindflayer, no, do not react. Wow, okay. What are we doing here? Let me see. So, there's a Mindflayer that way. We got one right here. Let's Moonbeam. Try to actually just kill him. Nope. Well, we tried. Something. Oh, the Moonbeam damages her? I did not know that. Whoops.
Enough! My mind is made!
Okay, Zevlor. So we need to make sure that they don't die. We need to make sure. So this is gonna be important. Okay. Let me... I'm gonna go right here.
Time to press ahead.
I'm gonna do the big lightning bolt. Nice. Good. No eliminate. No creepy whisper. No. Yeah. Nice. Diablo 4. Diablo just needs a little bit more time too. I think they just need like a new season and stuff, and it'll be really fun. I had a great time with it. I was thoroughly enjoying the game. Just some other things catching my eye at the moment, and I know they're still working on balancing the game. So 18 to 30 damage. We should theoretically be able to kill him here. So let's precision attack. Nice. And let's... Okay, 23. Do a menacing attack. Roll the 26. Should be good. Nice. That's when we'll use it. Okay. So that was good for her. And then she can come over here. I would have her use another action, but that's not the time. Maybe next turn. Claws? No, that's fine. Hey, look at them go. It's nice to have the help. Okay, love that. Let's get out of that, maybe.
Bring me into battle.
Okay, we can move the moonbeam. Maybe something that would be better. We could do a lightning AoE, but there's only 2 of them, so I might as well just move this here. Nice. Helpful. Also helpful. Was that not all of them? Almost all of them. Okay. Look at Zevlor go. Zevlor does have some explaining to do, though. Apparently he tried to surrender. Yeah, here we go.
I didn't think I was going to make it.
Nice.
Thank you. I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, please, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived.
Yes, they did. Okay, we have a lot to talk about with him. Morgan, welcome. No one else, no companions dead tonight. Luckily. Good things happening tonight. We had some crazy rolls too. You abandoned them. Do you really think you have the right to ask? I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe. Like, what happened? Please explain.
You've heard some of it, I'm sure. That I froze, or broke, or some other lie that is kinder than the truth. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard her, their false god, whispering promises in my mind.
Oh, the absolute.
I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I needed to protect my people. And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around me, while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it.
Until you realize your reward would be a tadpole. If you wanted power, you never needed a god, only to live up to your ideal. I mean, that's fair. I think I might say that, where it's like slightly calling him out, but like, you know. I wouldn't say like it's, well, is it entirely not his fault? I mean, it was like the Absolute taking over his mind. He pushed through it. Would have been nice if he did a little sooner, but he did. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. I don't think it's his fault. I don't think I can blame him.
It would be nice to think so, but whatever these monsters twist us into, I believe it begins in us. I won't make excuses. I can't make amends, but I know something of what you came to do. I want to help, if you'll let me. Ketheric is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace.
Oh,
Descend
really?
and show him how wrong he is.
I mean...
If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place.
Okay. Oh, can we have a Zevlor as a companion? I don't care what you do, just get out of my sight. I mean, maybe he will find someone. I'm just gonna say, fine, good luck. Maybe he might find someone to take back to camp. We don't have room in our party anyways, so just... good luck.
And you, my friend, and pathetic, inadequate as it is, thank you.
Yeah, I think you can punch him at the beginning. And in our playthrough, he got punched in the beginning by the other guy. I didn't defuse the situation. You're welcome. Who's dead? Lae'zel. They got stabbed in the throat by Shadowheart. It was a moment. So, yeah. That's on YouTube if you want to see it. Do our looting. Get our brains. Gotta love some good old brains.
Time to press ahead.
Go do our searching around. Okay, well, I'm really happy that we just saved all these people. So who are the other people that we saved? We gotta go talk to them, too. If we can.
The city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart, and you my many hands.
Creepy. Well, that's cool. I'm really happy that we actually got to save them. Can you get him as a companion? Apparently. I did not think that you would be able to take Zevlor, but I think you totally can. I mentioned him being a paladin and stuff. I think that was kind of our clue as to like what kind of character he would be if we bring him. So, yeah.
Of many hearts, one soul.
Another Mindflayer pod.
But empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for something big.
Okay, something big. Dictated to Scribe Yanthus by Enver Gortash. Ceramorphosis, illithid larval transformation of a host humanoid into a mind flayer, typically occurs in less than a 10-day after infection, but the tadpoles laid by our captor... Stop whispering! By our captive Elder Brain are enhanced due to powerful Netherese magic of the Crown of Karsus. Our enhanced tadpoles induce in their hosts a sort of suspended ceramorphosis, whatever, a state in which the host becomes susceptible to telepathic influence. Yeah, no, we know this. Its servility feels comfortable and natural and is never consciously questioned. Second, the servile state persists even when the host is far beyond the usual range of an Elder Brain's psionic control. Yikes. It's another pod.
That pod.
By Grazit's cock, it's about
Mizora?
time you came.
What? What? Okay. You?
Thought you'd have figured it out by now. Now, enough sniffing around and get me out of this thing.
Okay, that's not what I was expecting.
It, and I'll let Will off his leash. A devil always keeps her promises.
Your eyes turn to the control panel next to the pod. It has 2 devices marked with illithid symbols. The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Oh, okay. Smash your foot through the pod. Examine.
The symbol's meaning comes into focus.
Annihilate. Maybe don't press that one.
Annihilate.
Don't press that one. Don't press. Activate it. Well, that's interesting. So you can just fully kill her. That would not have good implications, but it would be incredibly interesting.
You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
Unleash. I tried to go get Will. It wouldn't let me go after I'd already gone down here. I would have had to leave Shadowheart behind. I didn't want to.
Good work. I'd give you a gold star, but I'm fresh out. As for the pact... Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soul Bearer from all obligation within 6 months.
What?
6 months?
What?
We could be long dead before that law was announced.
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you.
Thanks. You guys read the terms and conditions? Gosh dang it. Yeah, Will would lose his powers potentially? Potentially? I don't know. Like, 6 months isn't that long of a wait. I mean, well, it might be when you have a parasite in your head. Right, too afraid to find out what happens to Will if you let Mizora die. That's what I'm saying. Right, like, would they just go back to, like, to the hells? Like, even still, like, nothing good would happen to him. Because, like, we would not be fulfilling his pact or contract or whatever. Warlock of yours is turning out to be more trouble than he's worth. You gotta be kidding. Come on.
dead serious. Don't let the smile fool you. Right. I'm out of here. I need a long bath. I'll leave you to your very serious business. But don't you fret. If you survive this place, I'll find you. The pup will be needing me. Count on it.
Okay.
Oh, and ask Will how we met. I've loosened his tongue. It's real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
Well, that's not what I was expecting. Okay. Can I destroy the brain jar? No. Dang it. Oh, I can't interact with the brine pool, though.
No tadpoles in this brine pool.
Sounds like there are tadpoles in this brine pool.
Strange looking tadpole. Might warrant a closer look than empty brine pool.
No, very carefully?
Then where are the tadpoles?
Wait, no, but first you said might warrant a closer look? What does that mean?
No more tadpoles. Hope they all weren't used on people. Emptied of tadpoles.
She got it, but like,
Were made down here,
where are they? Oh, did I get one? Oh, I did. Oh, goody. Hooray.
What to do? All right, what now?
Should I put any more holes in my brain? We could charm. That's a reaction. That's quite something. What's one more, right? How many do we have? Well, you know, we have enough. We'll see. We'll see.
At the ready.
The moment comes.
So now we go this way.
Absolute moves.
All nice and happy over there, isn't that? And that's gonna lead me back to this little thing right here that we just went and popped our head into real fast. So we just went and read that journal. Let's just start checking out some of these rooms, I guess, and then it looks like we have some people to talk to. Skull Lashers. Sounds good. Letter from Ironfinger, who's one of the people standing outside, right? Yeah. She's gonna put one in me any day. Cressa, who was initiated the very same hour as I all those years ago. She's going to put a parasite in my ear while I sleep. Can't bear to be without a pet to experiment on. Needs to have a thrall locked away so she can go further than Balthazar will let her. Cressa, I remember when we were just stomping on ant piles and raising them back up. Our very first deaths. I hope you remember somewhere. Closed mind. Let's have her hide that. She can take some of this random stuff. Let's see, split. Here you go.
General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given.
Oh.
You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers.
Should be careful throwing such accusations at a true soul.
Trying to pull rank. I shall present your bones to
Uh-oh.
Not even the worms will want your carcass once I'm done with you.
Oh, so I couldn't talk to them. Okay, so I messed up, like, potentially talking to them? I don't know. They probably have to die anyways. Yeah. Absorb elements? Sure. Ouch. Who is this? I wonder if I can, like, maybe not kill them? Like, if I toggle, like, non-lethal or something? I don't even know if that really matters.
These boots have seen everything.
Especially because it doesn't really matter for spells. Commence battle. Yes, we're in battle. Oh, I thought. Okay.
You still have
Here
time
we
to
go.
surrender.
Alright, what do I want her to do? 6 to 11 damage. That is not enough. Let's have her just ice knife or something? Cold damage? No, it explodes. Level 4. Probably would just knock him right out. Nice. Well, I didn't really mean to get into combat with all of them. It's okay, though. He picked up a living goblin and threw him at another, and they both died. I gotta try that stuff. You think Astarion would like another? I think he probably would, too. Give him another worm. Crazy welcome. Wolf. Act 1, it depends on how long you want to go through it. I spent, like, what, like 25 hours or something? Okay, garlic. So... Miss. Really? Okay, cool. So, knocked out, technically. So I didn't even actually kill him. Which will be interesting. Not enough movement, technically? Really? Okay.
Got it.
My faith will protect me.
Let's have her... She could cast her guardians. Sure. Gotcha.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Target cannot use reactions, so I could hit him and then run away. Do not react.
At the ready.
And then I can move. Perfect. Let's use a healing potion. She doesn't have like a ton of health points, but no, she's okay. Oh, she rolled it anyways, I guess. Nice. Ooh. Cressa. So we keep hearing about these people.
Cheers.
Did they just... huh.
I shall make infinite music of your screams.
Cast Ray of Sickness on Shadowheart. We can do that. Misty Step? Right there? Okay, I guess. So he's right here. There's like a couple of them grouped up. I know I can handle that a little bit better. I don't want to accidentally kill that person. Let's conjure a woodland being. That sounds kind of cool. Get him. Rude. Just go ahead and get this one. We got this. Yeah. Knocked out. He is on fire though, so he's probably gonna die. Didn't really consider that. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, he did. It's fine. That wasn't really the one I wanted to talk to anyways.
Soldier.
We're not gonna have enough movement. I could consider dashing. Might as well, I guess. Get him. Nice. So I wonder if knocking them out is going to have any implication or if I'm just going to need to kill them anyways. I might just need to kill them anyways. I have no idea.
Concentrate on the move.
Shadowheart, you just gotta walk over here. Dash. Good.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Entangle undead and shadow creatures. That's kind of cool. Not fireball, firebolt. The dryad? No, I'm not gonna save the dryad. What can we do? That's kind of cool. Fallen lover. Ooh. Just please, just... There we go. Oh, dead. It's fine.
Always the same old song.
And then, how about you? Necromite. Okay, we're gonna disable that and kill him.
Fallen.
Let's do this door first. Yes, I'll descend when I feel like it. Oh. Profane womb. Why is everyone hostile? Come on. I was just hanging out with the zombies.
Been down just yet.
Duh. Smothering creatures within. Let's do that. That sounds good. We could have her transform. Saber-toothed tiger. That sounds kind of cool. Shred armor. I want to try that. That sounds sweet. Doja, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I hope you guys like having the playthroughs on YouTube as well. They're, you know, edited and everything there also. And just thank you so much for the support there too. We're in your second playthrough. Oh no, you're killing them off. He's like, nope, not interested. I could not. So this thing looks like it would love to die. Do I have to cast it directly on Fireball? Can I like unsnap it? Or I could just get a little bit closer and Fireball them. Yeah, there we go. Let's try that. Not enough movement. Neat. There we go. Wait! Oh, good. I was gonna say, wait, do some of them have fire resistance? No, they don't. Luckily. Death Shepherd? Kinda wish we could have been able to talk. Like, what? Probably would have to go side with Ketheric Thorm to speak with this guy. This would be such a different playthrough if we actually, like, sided with him. No matter how it ended up, you know? Like, it would be different. Let's dash on in there. Gonna action surge. Big damn. One HP. Can I get over there? No, I can't. That's what I was wondering. Okay. Maybe shouldn't have had her, like, go in there, but it's fine. Oh, yeah, a dryad. Let's have her... Movement have... She can't do too much. Let's have her just dash up. Oh, could still do something else. Toggleable passive feature? Oh, that sounds great. Did I just turn that off? Nature's Step. There, it's on. Okay. They have to be nearby, though. Bludgeoning damage? That sounds kind of cool. Sure, let's try that.
Need to stay focused.
Sounds kind of sweet. Moonlight butterflies? Where did that come from? That's new. An illusory swarm of moon-pale butterflies? Like, that's so cool. I want to go hit someone with butterflies. I didn't know there was butterfly magic. Okay, anyways. I can't go anywhere, so let's dash. I'm gonna have her do that. Sure. Quite a creepy place. Wall of Fire. That should be our next go-to. Agreed. Ideally, I get Karlach out of there, but it's fine. She's fine. She's also resistant to fire damage, so it doesn't really matter. Even if I firewall that whole thing, which I should. Okay, Sabertooth. Get him. Jugular Strike. That sounds sweet. Shred Armor. That also sounds sweet. Nice.
Understood.
Regain hit points? Yeah. And turn. Okay, and then we are gonna come up here. We're gonna cast this beautiful wall of fire all the way across. All the way. Oh, I was just out of range with them. That's okay. That should still do good damage. Death Shepherd, where are you going? Undead Ward. Oh, did you just summon another zombie? Really? Another one? I guess. No, I don't care. Jump. And then... one step forward. Cleave. Big Dan. Why did I... okay. Okay. Well, none of that went how I wanted at all. So that's okay. Sometimes that's how it is. Let's have her... what? Spike growth? Sure. Some extra AoE damage.
Can't afford to let up.
Have her... what are we gonna have her do? Insect Plague. That one's fun. Nice. I like that spell. I want to hit someone with butterflies, right? An awesomely D&D thing to say. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's a lot of why I'm having fun with this game, because you can just get really creative with it, and I'm still even just learning, like, what all you can do and what you can come up with. It's interesting. Our Dryad's just back there. I think we're going to lose our bonus from staying close, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Gotta go in there.
Blood it shall.
Oh, they both have like 1 HP. If only I could hit them both. I'll just heal up a little bit.
Time to push my luck again.
So a lot of them are pretty low. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kill 3 of them. Nice. Got 3 of them. No rest for the wicked. No. Don't. Oh, well, he did. Okay. I need to be focusing on him. Killing the little guys, it's not working. It's not working. Ooh, water lightning combos keep getting electrified. I bet. I might have Karlach go jump over here. It's fine. Precision. You have any resistances? Yeah. Neat. Okay, let's do maybe a disarming attack. See if we get lucky. Didn't get disarmed, but can we get him? Nice, we can. Karlach, you had to walk right through that. Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh my gosh.
My faith will guide me.
Okay, stop concentrating on all those million spells. Where were we? We just walked in here and they just started trying to murder me. Neat. Who has the spikes?
A long way to go.
The spikes not concentration. Apparently need to destroy the spikes. Can I blow it up? No. No. It's fine.
Let's be on my way. Anything of use?
The city calls out for salvation.
The city calls out for salvation. Okay. This seems bad.
Wanna dance?
Gross. Also gross.
I can keep going a little longer.
Quick saving.
Hello.
That's not a fleshy wall. Okay, let me just destroy all these things. I feel like I should. Let me see. Silenced and held in place by a profane womb. Like, no. No. Can I, like, use these? Use?
No one stopped me yet.
Of many hearts, one soul.
Huh. Let me see what this is. That's another door.
As the console bursts into life, a mind touches your own.
Whoa.
Alien and full of desperate need, but fragmented too. It is incomplete. It yearns to connect, but needs you to guide the process, linking each part of your mind to its like.
Okay, sure. Oh, they mean like literally move. Oh, we have to like make pathways for all of them? How weird. this one go? Memory, right here. What?
Welcome back, Master.
Weird. Oops. Weird. Brain blast. That's an inspiration for that. Nice.
What's inside? Don't waste a step.
Another mind. I feel like I'm gonna be able to use these soon. Give one to Shadowheart. Here you go, Shadowheart. She's like, thanks. Oh. Wow. Blade of Oppressed Souls. Desecrated Relief? What?
Destiny, design, downfall.
Your tadpole echoes, not with presence, but memory, tinged with loss.
The grand design, order, perfection, unity, every plane as one, every being in their place.
That loss blooms into a sudden fury, burying claws in your mind.
Yikes.
And just as suddenly, pain and memory are gone, leaving only stone once more.
The grand design. The restoration of the Mindflayer Empire. The dream of all Illithids.
Ew. It said it did. It took you like 15 minutes, right? I don't know. For some reason, this is a puzzle that makes sense to me. I see the path. Go to path. That was a puzzle that I can immediately do. Not all of them. Definitely not all of them. That one I could do. Okay, so that was only that. Can I like do anything with these? Like it says use. Can I use them?
Prepare the march.
Like what does that mean? Should I destroy these?
Well.
I feel like I should. Like I feel like anything in here is just like not good, you know? I already looted him, right? Yeah.
You're not gonna like this, mate.
I feel like there might be like a use for them, but I'm assuming more like if you would have sided with Ketheric in the first place, you maybe could have done something here. That's my assumption.
Faithful. We depart.
Never a dull moment.
Balthazar's notes.
What's this feeling? I'm so happy.
What? Experimental notes written in Balthazar's precise hand. His obvious deficiencies aside, it cannot be denied that young Gortash has the mind of a scientist. Before his latest invention, the Illithid library was no more than rows of brains swimming in the cerebral sloth. With his device, we no longer need psionic power to access the memories contained within, only to insert the subject and speak to it directly. I do wish he were not so eager in testing the device on more recent subjects of his own, however, nor in leaving their skulls shavings scattered along my workbench. Oh my. Prayer for forgiveness. Forgive me, Father, for I cannot help but admire the chosen of your sworn foe. Enver Gortash's genius will take us far. But fear not. Those Bane always fall to the same folly. They cannot see the beauty of obliteration. The absolute hoax will garner false love from new slaves, but once I've built a large enough army, I will use our hold upon the absolute slaves to begin this vile world's end. I can see the path through Gortash's brilliant plan. Gortash, Ketheric, and I will seize the Netherese relics that controlled the crown, and use the crown to command the Illithid grand design. The dead three, age-old foes, our dire patrons, will be bosom friends for a time. Bosom friend? Why do they insist on using that phrase in this game? Father, you created me to be the last soul alive. When the time is right, and my power is assured, I will slaughter Gortash and Ketheric upon your altar, where I myself hope to die, when the world itself is gasping its last. At the end of this all, Father, there will not be a single creature living. Everyone will die. Everyone will die for you! I will make you proud! Warren was right about her sibling, Balf. Resonance Stone. Taking that. Willing Mind. Taking that. That's a head. Let me read what's on the rune slates first. A flash of nautiloids, lining a great dark void. One mind. Stop talking over me! The Absolute has no respect. One mind with one purpose, moving in concert through darkness between planes. The design in action before the slave minds rose and ruin it all. A final mournful entry, carrying with it a vast hollow feeling of grief. The colony in decline, the elder starving, fallen dormant to preserve its strength and lie in wait for some salvation to come. I'm checking the crystal ball too, that's mine. Barbed device, what is that? The surface of this contraption has the consistency of dried phlegm. Well, I kind of want to get that stuff. Oh, did I just jump right here from right there? Anomalous coral? Like, I kind of want these things. I don't know, they sound kind of cool. Large cookpot? True mind. Mind archive inter... Oh. Ooh.
Empty vessel, nothing more. Lending voice to elder lore.
We almost missed like this whole area. It's crazy. Mind. Okay, so this is where we're gonna be able.
Been blessed already, haven't
Oops.
you?
I didn't mean to click on the fairy. The pixie's like, why are you talking to me? Excuse me. Okay, let's see which one was laying right here. We might. Can we go back to camp? Oh, we can't go back to camp. Oh, that's highly unfortunate. I sent one of the mines back to camp. Oh, I definitely have some back there. That's really unfortunate. That's okay. Do what we can. Am I able to get those somehow? How do I get this to work? Oh, and then I talk to the head. Oh.
Every day for
Please, thank you. Hang on.
days to ask me how I feel. I want to tell, but I am confused. Which day is it?
Which day?
We are his pets. His plan, Lord Gortash.
Revan, so good to see you. Mies, thank you again so much for the 29-month resub. So good to see you. Happy weekend. I hope things have been going fantastic. Just thanks again. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I can't go back to camp. I wish that I wouldn't have sent one of the mines back to camp, but I definitely did. That's okay. Unfortunate. It's the first day?
The first, yes. 5 days since he put that thing in my eye, but the first day he came to visit. He says I am the last, that the other subjects have all changed. Separate cells. I never saw them, but when they changed...
My head! I can
head! Eye hurts. Head hurts. But he says I'm past the worst of it. That I won't change like the others. He's given me a place of honor, so he can repeat his miracle. And a name. True Soul. She whispers in my mind. She sings, praise the Absolute.
Creepy. Dang, well, I wish I had all of these. Willing Mind. Kind of weird that it doesn't let you access any of the ones that you might have had before. It's okay.
Pardon? Wouldn't do to phlegm all over Lord Gortash during my first performance, would it?
You a performer?
Oh, just a serving girl with notions. Till I met Lord Gortash. He heard me singing in Beggar's Rest. Said he needed someone to give voice to lost knowledge.
Oh, good.
A little over my head, being honest. But the Lord has gold. I trust he knows his business. Now, I'd best warm up.
You're dead. What's around you?
Could do with a bit of natural light, all right. But you know these nobles, odd as fey folk. Now I need to prepare. Wish me luck.
Okay. Weird. Do I have any more? I think. Closed mind.
They won't be laughing much longer. Won't be any more of this. No gnomes in the city. Watch, Brevin. This Gortash fella's got an idea. Kind of a training camp. Don't know how it gets me into the watch, but he seems the smart sort.
Weird. Okay, I think that was all that I had. At least for now. Oh, look, I have more. Dark Mind. Here we go. Shadowheart's got some. It's still going.
Yes, a stand-up, homely, gentle sort of guy.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Waking Mind, I don't think we did this one.
Fine bones, sharp jaw. Some variety of elf? Pretty enough for a flesh prison. If not the noble Gethzerai features I was born with. I'd guess you're no willing guest of the gate either. Perhaps we might aid one another.
Failed a history check. Huh. Is that a Githyanki?
Oh, for a set of hands to slap your face! The Yankee lost their way the moment Gith threw down the Gate Empire. Only we, Zerai, continue the war to end the Gate forever.
Oh.
Only we fight them on their own battlefield. The mind.
Remarkably sane for a pickled brain. What are you
My
offering?
order taught a psionic technique much feared by the Gate. They destroyed us for it, and kept me as a trophy. I never broke, but I've spent all these centuries awake, aware. So here is my offer. Use your tadpole, erase me, and I will pass my technique on to you.
Oh.
You catch the lie. The monk isn't telling everything.
Tell me the truth.
All right. The Gate did not find my monastery. I led them there. They promised me immortality, and they gave it. I have been their rotting trophy for centuries.
As her agitation swells, so does her latent psionic power. To your tadpole, that guilt and terror are almost fragrant.
Ew, no, don't say that.
You realize the Illithids locked her away not as a trophy, but as a fine vintage.
Please, touch my mind and purge it. The moment you do, my knowledge will be yours.
What's the difference? Purge it? She wants me to purge it, so... I don't know about consuming her like, what? Infinite welcome? Like, Robin, welcome on in too? Hello? Hi, everyone. What do I don't... Consume? No, no consume. Purge.
The awareness that floods you is nothing like the tadpole. It is tentative and tinged with the loneliness of eons. It fades beneath your touch, but you feel something left behind. A fragment.
It is only knowledge yet, without comprehension. But when you use it, you will see. And I see.
Having assimilated a splinter of Githzerai knowledge, mental barriers have been erected in the affected entity's mind. Has advantage on intelligence saving throws. I feel like that's essentially kind of doing a similar thing to this. A little bit different, but okay, we are getting as many mind shields as possible, which I feel like is going to be helpful. Okay, was there any more? I think we used all of them. Yeah, they're all in my inventory now, so... Oh, goody. Oh, Karlach's carrying a little bit much. Tahira, you got some room over here. What is that? Blade of Oppressed Souls? Is that any better for her? 3 to 15 damage? Sounds better. Can I put this one there? And no. Oh no, she's not proficient with it. Never mind. Never mind, I misread that.
A lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Slightly moist. And across we go.
Is anyone else's tadpoles squirming around a lot more than usual?
Squirming tadpoles, huh? Sounds good. Sounds like a good thing.
It's like it's excited by something. Drawn to it.
Can't slow down.
Why is the music so intense? Rejuvenating miasma? Animate dead doesn't require corpse in this area due to a lingering necrotic stench. Okay, well sure, let's do that then.
Does this trolley go to Tahiti?
Oh my. Are we going to Tahiti? Let's go. Yeehaw. Thanks, romance. I hope you're having a great night. Good to see you. Happy weekend. What was I doing? Animate dead. A ghoul? A zombie? Ranged combat, melee combat. Let's do a flying ghoul. That sounds fun. That's kind of sweet. Robin, thank you so much for the Prime sub. That means a lot. I appreciate the support on the stream so much. I hope you guys are all having a good night. I know, I'm sorry, I'm not like super like able to talk to all of you guys as much tonight. I'll do some more just chatting streams and things coming up soon. This game has my entire focus and obsession and everything, so I think you guys can understand. So appreciate you all so much. Thank you again, Robin, and welcome on in. That thing is cool. How long does that last? That just lasts. That's awesome. All right, here goes. Ketheric, you're going down.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
It's gonna be big.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Motherfucker. Gortash.
I knew she was gonna have something to say.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh.
Oh, she's creepy.
How it crawls with failure. Like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
That crab armor she's got?
You built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prism? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time. And you ran from her.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketheric. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up.
Oh, she's dead.
So you haven't lost your edge.
Oh, and that's why the Night Song was so thrown off.
The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
Is she dead? What?
His crypt breath sings to my sinews. Again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
Murder march. Yay.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketheric, might I suggest closing your fists? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
Oh, jeez. How is this gonna...
The Edict of Bane.
The Lash of Ball!
Mega Brain! Oh! Yay! Yeah, okay. Do I kind of Final Fantasy vibes? Yes.
The Testament of Myrkul!
An Elder Brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence.
Elder Brain.
Enslaved by mere mortals.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guests. Behold, Duke Ravengard. The Absolute.
That's Will's father. I knew I needed to have Will with us. It's okay. Wouldn't let me switch him out.
Wag your word flap in vain, olderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Oh, no. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, no, he got a worm.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketheric, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
And then they just leave. So that's like a later problem.
It is time, faithful ones.
Oh. Or not.
March
What?
on Baldur's
What?
Gate.
What?
Go to prepare the way.
Oh. Cool. Right, I know. Yeah, missed dialogue choices. It's fine. I'll just have to make sure that I have Will with us if we jump in the fleshy pit, but it's all good. I tried so hard earlier to make sure he was with us. It's literally fine. Let's look at the journal. What? We found Ketheric, along with a Baalist named Orin and a Banite named Gortash. They brandished a triad of magical stones that seemed to give them control over an illithid elder brain. Orin and Gortash have taken the brain to Baldur's Gate aboard a Nautiloid, leaving Ketheric to face us. Our chance of finding a cure seems to be diminishing as we continue our journey, but we must press on. It is clear that the parasites are coming from Moonrise Towers. Infiltrating the towers, finding the source, may be our only chance of finding the cure. Okay, so we need something else for the cure. Rescue the Grand Duke. Yeah, so they took him. That's highly unfortunate. Find Maul. No sign of Maul. No sign of Maul in the tadpoling center of the Mindflayer colony. She must have found a way back out of this accursed place. Oh, so she made her own way out? I wonder if Zevlor found anyone. Find a safe harbor and speak to Karlach. We saw Gortash, the Lash of Bane, consorting with Ketheric Thorm. Karlach was shocked to see him here. So we did get extra dialogue, apparently, because we had Karlach. So, interesting. I knew that she was going to have something down here. I knew it. Wait for Mizora to be in contact. So we found Mizora down here, too. Zariel's asset turned out to be Mizora herself. Yes. Promised to release Will from the pact after 6 months. Yeah, see her later. Grand Duke Ravengard affected. Yep. Gotta go help him. And seeking other means of defeating the Elder Brain. We found the Heart of the Absolute in the bowels of Moonrise Towers. A powerful Elder Brain, controlled by a Netherese crown of incredible power. Gale was not close enough to detonate the orb. Oh! Gale also had dialogue. How much could have happened here? I completely forgot that Gale was supposed to blow up the Absolute. I literally actually entirely forgot about that. That would have been a whole dialogue. That would have been a whole thing if I'd had him here. Oh my gosh. That was his one job. Yeah, well, I still don't think I would have let him blow himself up. So, literally, it's for the best. Huh. Well, we'll have to take him with us a little bit later then. Yep, we've done these. We found Zevlor. Oh. It's unlikely the Tieflings will welcome him back. He'll have to forge his own path now. I wonder if I can go back and talk to the Tieflings about him. I might be able to. We woke Art. Yes, we did that whole thing. So we need to kill Thorm in order to release the Shadow Curse. Now, he's just right there. Are we just hopping into combat? I don't know. Let's find out.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light?
I'd say the same for you. Says
You
the person who's
could
died
have run away.
100 times.
Absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
I would just love to say, you know, right back at you, buddy. What is my place? Why is the prism so important? Why is it so important to you?
The very fact of your being attests to its power. Despite your infection, you resisted the brain here in the heart of its domain. What good is an army of thralls if they do not obey their master? Let us speak plainly. My Lord Myrkul gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more.
Oh, that's how.
For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute. And then...
Oh, he did all this for his daughter, of course.
He's never had a more devoted follower.
Oh.
I have fought great wars before.
Not the way.
In the service of other gods and other powers. But for Myrkul, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
Planning on betraying your allies? Yeah, like, I think we're about to head into combat no matter what.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Myrkul's glory.
Here goes.
Ketheric still clings to his power. We need the Night Song free.
Oh, Night Song is trapped in Ketheric's soul cage, but can be freed by using the help action. Where is she? Something about Night Song. Where is Night Song? What? Use the help action? Where is she? How do I know where she is? Is she like back behind us or something? Confused. On the right? Am I just be- oh. Oh, it's her. Okay. It didn't specifically say Night Song, so it confused me, alright? Can't tell me go for the Night Song and then call her a different word. Confused. Okay, anyways. Let's go forward somewhere, anywhere. It looks like we need to go up, so here goes. I guess we're just dashing on in there. Here goes. Go in there, flying ghoul.
Not but another harvest.
What can she do here? So we've got a Mindflayer there. Let's decide who we're sending to pick her up. I can just send her. Let me just do that. Or we could, of course, send Shadowheart. Let me have Shadowheart try to do that and maybe try to get close enough.
Oakfather, ease my way.
Looks like I can Ice Storm that. It's kind of nice. Maybe just call Lightning. And we can move that around. So, no resistances, but he's got all kinds of things. A lot of defense and enchantments and fun stuff. Yeah. I could have her wild shape, but I might need to have her dash forward a little bit more. And also that lightning is really good. I can move it around freely. Carmelite's definitely gonna need to dash. Can she make it up here? Oh, she can. That's huge.
Give me on the go.
That's huge. Oh, we're like, yeah, we are close enough, actually. That's awesome. We're gonna Hunter's Mark. And then we're gonna Action Surge. And then we're gonna Precision Attack. Disarming Attack. Let's see if we can hit that. Seems like he hits back, huh? What is that? Invulnerable. Oh, he's just literally invulnerable. Oh. That's good. That's good. That's good. I guess we need her help, don't we? Oh, didn't realize that. Okay, so it's like really urgent that we get over there. Well, Shadowheart's gonna go as fast as she can. That's unfortunate. Is this thing invulnerable too? Okay, well that's not invulnerable at least. So let's have her go right here. Pew pew. Okay. Good try. Good try. All right, well that's kind of tragic. Where is he trying to go? Hello? Hello? We're a little bit stuck here. There we go. I didn't realize, yeah. Night song, huh?
Have to keep going.
It's okay, we got this, we got this. Doesn't she have a scroll of Misty Step? I know that we do somewhere. Cast spell. She's gonna use that. Go like right there. And then she's gonna dash. She's gonna climb up here. No, it's fine. You got this. Not enough movement. Okay, okay.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Can I just like throw a potion at her? No, I think I have to specifically use the help action if I had to take a guess. I can at least come over here and perhaps do a little something like that. Path is interrupted. Okay. How about that? Nice. I can technically Misty Step, so I'm gonna do that. And we're gonna go like right there. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Ketheric there. He didn't attack like normal. But I'll take it. I'm not complaining. Because I messed up too. So it evens it out. Okay, rude. Don't be so rude to Shadowheart. Okay, we can't really do anything until Shadowheart does her thing.
And that's
fine.
circling.
Let's do what we can. Get this Mindflayer. Oh, I can't quite hit both of them. Well, it doesn't matter anyways. Can't do damage, so just get one. Oh, I should have moved around my lightning, not my moonbeam. That's what I meant to do. Oops, it's fine. Do we need to heal? I think we're good. Come on. You can do it. Any day. Is he just bugged? Do we need to just like reload all of this? I think we need to reload the fight. He's super bugged out. No, he's just bugged. No, that's not fun. Let's retry. Yeah, he's just like, no, I surrender. Dang it. I mean, there's not much I can do if he's bugging like that, right? Like, I just gotta reload that. That's okay. That's not my fault. Right? No fun if he's in a coma. I want it to feel satisfying. I go kick his ass. Like, come on. Gotta make Karlach proud. She did not like seeing the Gortash guy. I wonder what she's gonna have to say about that. Gonna be interesting. We need to get out of here first, though, I think. So, yeah.
My daughter's life. I have fought great. You are all that. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as. Yes.
Yes. Neat.
Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Myrkul's glory.
I think I'll pass on being a zombie, actually. I'll pass on that one.
Can't get at him as long as the night song's caged.
We can't get at him as long as the night song's caged. Got it. She says it right there. I'm gonna have Shahira go first for the night song. She's gonna help her out. Have her dash. And we're also gonna have her use Misty Step. Cast Shahira, cast that. Go right there. Quickly. And make it up there, and she will be good to help her next time. Alright, we just gotta wait a turn. Let's get everyone into position.
Karlach, it's go time.
It is go time. Dash on up there.
I've got
Go
it.
like right there in front of him. Pew pew. Critical miss. Okay. Classic.
Well, so much for peace.
And we could just Misty Step. I'm gonna have us just go boop. And then this guy needs to go, so let's do... I mean, we could just Fireball, and it might be a little bit excessive. I might want to save my higher level spell slots. Yeah, I probably should. It's fine. We're gonna dash. And then we're gonna fly. Wee. Okay, good. Oh, there they all go. Yay! Jaheira, get ready. Karlak, you can handle that. Yes, you can. Sorry, Karlak. Saving that for, not just a little necromite. Saving that for Thorm. She needs to probably also just dash on up there. Yeah, let's just have her dash. Oh, she can't even make it all the way up here. Nice. Frightened. Unfortunate. It's okay, though. Incubate death. Necromantic energy oozes from within. Levitate. That's something. Not fly. Levitate. Ouch. Okay, Jaheira.
What must be done?
You're up first. Help. Thank you. Huge. She's kind of in the middle of this, so I'll let her just take care of that over there. I could also help out a little bit. What is my move here? So there's Thorm. He's no longer invulnerable. Let's see what this does. 14. It's okay. You try to like poison him. Be kind of interesting for like.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I don't need it.
No, I feel right now.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I need it.
Such a classic. Thanks, Mobans. Appreciate it. Oh, I love some SpongeBob. What do I do here? I don't know. Nothing. End turn. Devour. Can't do that. That's fine. And also can't move. End turn. Look at her go. Twisted, thank you so much for gifting a sub.
Ketheric Thorm!
Guys, can we get some hype in the chat? Oh, look at her go. Look at her go. Look at her go. Karlak's fine. Actually, Karlak's health is getting a little low. Yeah, I'm gonna save it. Okay, rude. Okay, ouch. I don't know if that was even worth it, but it's fine. Everything's fine. We are going to cast Spirit Guardians. Listen, thank you so much for gifting a sub to the community, though. Got a sub. Welcome on in. Enjoy our witchy lair. I should probably just stay close to Thorm at that point. What's the concussive smash? Let's see. I can do a great axe. Ouch. Ow. Oh, good. His thing got instantly destroyed. Nice.
Focus your attack, soldiers.
No, don't focus on the mage. Okay, I just need to kill him. He just needs to die at this point. He just needs to die. Die. Die! I'm trying. Please! Oh, she did it. She actually hit it.
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal.
Are you? Are you? Are you gonna jump in the hole? You're gonna jump in the hole, aren't you? Oh, he's gonna fall dramatically back into the hole.
Myrkul,
yeah.
Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
There he goes. Yeah. Yeah. Knew it was coming. Excuse me? Am I looking at like an Elden Ring boss? What is this? What is this? What is this? Shit. So not over? Oh. Oh, okay. So. Wow. Well, her Searing Smite's still on it. That's kind of interesting. So this, like, is him, sort of? Consume the Faithful. Consume a sacrificial necromite and gain Reaper's reward. That's yikes. That's yikes. Okay. Yeah, action surge, sure. Goading attack sounds like a good idea. We're gonna make sure that hits. That's pretty important.
What's it gonna take?
I rolled a 31. I think we're good. Don't react. They needed a 14 to save. They rolled 13. Also, don't react. Okay, we just gotta do some crazy damage on this thing. Here goes. Can this thing bleed? It might be able to bleed. I don't know, let's find out. Critical hit? Sure. Ooh. Enter.
Nothing important is ever easy.
So... Don't use ice. Necromancy stuff or... Let me see. 8 to 48. 8 to 48. Let's just torch it. Here goes. 35. Okay. All right. Some good damage. I'll take it. Is this thing trying to fight me? Oh, it is. Neat. What is she gonna do? I want to know what she's gonna do. Maybe I can have this thing... No, not enough movement. Okay, just hit it then. Devour. Can't target undead with Devour. Okay. Maybe I should jump over here. So that I can hit that thing. And it missed! Neat!
This is the easy part.
Can she jump across there? No, of course she can't. Of course she can't. It's okay, she can jump at least close. It's like, come on, just... Okay, in that case, let's not worry about that. And let's have her just call lightning. Level 4, sure. 23 damage, love it. Worth it. And?
Now you wear a face to match your soul.
Oathbreaker. Oh, look at her. We have full health. I don't care. I don't care. It's fine. Yeah, we have temporary hit points now too, which is pretty sweet. She's fine. Need my spell slots a lot more. Good job, Karlak. 181 health. It's fine. It's fine. We got this. You know, we've only got 17 left. Easy. She just needs to step forward. Hey. All right, Shadowheart. Finish him. That's tragic. No. I was so ready. No, I'm just gonna have her heal everyone. There we go. Okay, Shadowheart. Shadowheart, look at you go. Look at you go, Shadowheart. She did it. She actually did. No free lunches. I got an achievement for that. I'll have to look at what that is. Okay, he's dying furiously in the pit.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done.
No.
Isobel.
So is Isobel gonna die?
Myrkul is dead.
Isobel might be dead.
This time.
Do me a favor and stay dead.
But like actually though, like for real? Please stay dead this time.
Netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
Okay.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Is that blood? No, it's not blood. Don't worry about it. Quick saving.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly.
Oh, and we see
And
her.
now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man.
Oh.
It is the Elder Brain you saw. Held here by those three against its will. The crown
Weird.
it wears controls it. And these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it.
Impressive.
Our enemies are formidable.
Thank you again, Bowmans, for the bits. Appreciate it. Hope Isabel's okay. She totally might not be. She totally might have died when he died. Don't know. Guess we'll see. How can you leave? Great question. How?
A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened.
Velvet found a cure. He transformed during the fight. What was that?
I believe you fought and defeated an avatar of Myrkul, the god of necromancy. A remarkable feat.
Got it.
Ketheric was Myrkul's chosen.
Yeah.
I know Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. He is a worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder.
Yeah.
Which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are chosen of the dead three.
Ooh, weird.
Bane, Baal, and Myrkul. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers.
Oh.
Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together, and with those stones, and that crown, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
So, yeah, what about the cure?
Perhaps not a cure, but you found the source of your infection and the reason for its abnormality. The crown atop the Elder Brain. Its markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Okay, but you told me to take more parasites. You literally did. I didn't come here to fight gods. So now what? Yeah, like,
We prepare for the fight of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an Elder Brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into Mindflayers.
Not do that.
All it needs is an order. An order the Death Gods chosen are on the cusp of giving.
It's taking a step back.
We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
Isn't it like Lydia or someone who says, I will be your sword and your shield? Okay, anyways. Wow! Let's process all that. What does he have? Crumpled note. Papa, I love you. Love from Iz. Was he really keeping the note from his daughter the whole time? So someone who just got messed up with grief. Like, messed up. That is not how you handle grief. I don't know if there's a right way, but there is a wrong way. Okay, we're gonna just skip this all to, let's give that Shadowheart. Very rare heavy armor. All incoming damage is reduced by 2. That's kind of cool. Can't be moved against your will by any spell or action. Oh, so like you can't get pushed off a ledge. Oh, it sounds like a good one, right? Oh my gosh. Ketheric's Warhammer. His hammer's weight is centered on enchanted obsidian at the base of the head. Some nights before bed, Ketheric would sneak a way-faced glance at the hammer and think about the stone and wonder what unknown facet of his heart bore his weight. And yeah, we got a Steam achievement. Defeat the Apostle of Myrkul before it consumes any necromites.
Should mind my step.
I mean, the necromites were kind of doing their own thing, you know? They were just kind of vibing over there. Oh, did the Mindflayer have anything? So, looks like we need to go through the portal. Weird. Let me see what's down here in this little table. There's something over here. The grand design. So we've heard them talking about this before, right? It is the Mindflayer's species-wide ambition to return to the days of their conquering greatness through an act of sudden mass metamorphosis. My question is, why? If, like, they're in control of the Absolute, why would they want the Mindflayers to, like, win? Like, what? We'll see. We'll see. The Illithid shall have their crusade to enslave, but they will be acting in turn as our slaves. Okay, so here, it explains, right? This is the answer to my question. Of course, this is delusional madness, megalomania on a cosmic scale, and I know just how to turn it to our purposes. We're going to help the Mindflayers enact their grand design, but only in the way that suits us. The Illithid shall have their crusade to enslave, but they will be acting in turn as our slaves, and we shall determine the how, when, and where of their great Illithid outbreak. To be precise, I, Gortash, will determine these things, as commanding the grand design is clearly a Banite task. Oh yeah, clearly. So that does answer some questions. There's their invasion plans. We got an invitation to Lord Gortash. The Committee of Concerned Patriarchs would like to extend an invitation to a formal meeting at the High Hall to discuss plans, short and long term, for the economic livelihood of Baldur's Gate. Tuesday the 12th, noon, a luncheon will be served. May we presume your attendance? Lord Here Rillen, Committee Chair. Gotta try to remember that name. Amulet of the Absolute. A severed head. I like how I can just throw it. Severed head of a young woman. That's great. That's nice. Making sure, let's see, the Absolute End. Underneath this book concerning the cult of the Absolute and the dangers it presents is scrawled this response to the text. This hastily written drivel is admittedly well-intentioned. Its author clearly is fizzling with fear of the Absolute. The problem is they conflate the rise of the cults with other things like the heat death of the universe, resurrection of the one-eyed Vecna the Lich, the proliferation of necromantic excess, and even the withering of some imported fruits from Jolt. This person needs a glass of water and a lie down. Yeah, obviously, just calm down a little bit. It's just some mind flayers just enslaving everyone. Like, it just... Be more chill, okay? Got it? Let's get out of here.
Here goes nothing.
I would like to leave. Thank you. Goodbye.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him?
Okay, there we go.
The tadpole, the Absolute. How?
Seems he's a servant of Bane, as Ketheric served Myrkul. Who knows what powers...
I'd never have protected a Baneite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die.
Oh.
And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
Okay, that's your thing. Burning up. We'll do it together. Come on. Not if I killed first.
Get away with what he's done.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
Running hot. Can I... I can, like, hit her with the Ray of Frost, right? Like, cooler. Will this work?
Excuse you.
No, it didn't work. Dang it. Oh. I thought it was gonna work. Withers? Withers? Maul would know? Wait. Okay.
New perils await.
Looks like we have some people to talk to here. There's some hidden treasure over there too I should find before we leave. Wow, well let's look at our quest log. Get Orin's Netherstone. So yeah, Gortash, yep, should go after him. And also Orin, find or take it. Can do. Find Maul. Yep, may have escaped or something. We'll see if maybe she was found, maybe Zevlor found her or something. Who knows? No idea. We have defeated Ketheric Thorm, just as Shadowheart was commanded to do by her goddess. Now she must continue to purge the Church of Shar of those deemed to be disloyal or failures. Oh. Shadowheart's old cloister in Baldur's Gate is for your next target. So are we going to go take out all of the Shar people, potentially? Oh. Yeah, Shadowheart facing dire consequences for her actions. Gortash was Karlach's former boss, someone she trusted. He betrayed her, consigning her to a life in the Hells. She wants her revenge, but first we have to find him. The gem we found on Ketheric's body is a netherstone, right? Controls the Elder Brain. If we can cure ourselves, have to hunt the pair through Baldur's Gate, claim each of their netherstones in turn. Overcome the greater evil. Wow. Does she
have something to ask?
Hello? Steeped in bliss. No, she's just running. She's on the move. Look at her go. Let's talk to Isobel, and then we'll probably wrap it up here.
Aylin! Isobel!
So Isabel's not dead. Good news. I was afraid she was gonna die when Thorm did.
You were dead. I saw
Is this
your
the
body.
mom?
I'm here. And so are you.
Right?
And my father, he...
Or is this like... Are they happy to see each other because romance or family? I can't tell. I don't know.
I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me.
Romance? Okay, it is romance. Okay, it is romance. I'm like, they clearly know each other very well.
A nightmare Dawn would undo.
Oh, no.
I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead.
His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me.
Oh, okay, so I was confused because...
Are you all right?
Right, because Isabel's not supposed to be, like, that old. But obviously she is.
And you?
But Isabel's dead.
In this moment, so I want for nothing.
Ooh. Romance. Oh, I'm happy that we saved them both. Oh, look at them go. Oh, oh my. Oh my. Oh, cute.
Ah, there you are. This is Aylin.
All right, the family now. I mean, that's fair.
Aylin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew.
She's her mommy. No,
And
no,
we have
bad.
much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you'd be most welcome. Yeah, no, we'll talk to her later. We'll talk to her later. Yeah, okay, no, that was mainly confusing me because I was like assuming that there was like no way that like anyone that like she knew personally was like... Well, like, more the fact that like this lady's been there for like a long time, like, you know, keeping Thorm alive. And then the fact that like Isobel was young, that was like very confusing to me for a second, so... had to click some things into place. Like, yes, she was dead. Thorm brought her back. Like, that's the whole thing. So, wow. Neat. They're not dead. Yay! Yeah, you'd be most welcome.
We look forward to it.
You there, Sharon. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must.
Oh,
I'll
Shadowheart.
be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
I'm so happy that we convinced
Now,
Shadowheart not
you
to,
will leave us.
not to kill her. That was so
We
close.
must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Oh.
Aylin!
Nope. Okay.
We'll see you later.
Oh. You enjoy. Have fun, I guess. Okay. Beautiful. Well, it looks like this is probably a perfect place for us to wrap up. We'll make sure that we talk to everyone here at the beginning of our next stream, because it seems like we've got quite a bit to catch up on. Like, there's this guy Art here. Like, is the Shadow Curse lifted? Like, I'm assuming yes. So we're gonna have to find out next time. It is getting late here. New save. 57 hours. Look at us. Look at us go. Oh my gosh.
Watching out for me.
No, this game is amazing.
Back in the shadows.
Amazing story. That was so fun. So basically, we're gonna come back, clear out the rest of this tower, go talk to everyone, grab that little hidden treasure before we go, and I think it's kind of time to move out. I don't even think anyone's at Last Light Inn. We can go check like one last time, but I think that will be time to go to Baldur's Gate. So sweet. This is where we're gonna call it. These are up on YouTube, will be up on YouTube, edited and everything. So if you guys are watching over there, thank you so much. Just the support is absolutely amazing, and I appreciate it so much. And we will continue next time. I cannot wait to see where it goes.